Hey, I'm Only Trails, and welcome to Crack the Clue, a beautiful community event where some big-brained Jagex made a series of incredibly difficult clue scrolls that sometimes took months to figure out. Endless hours of RuneScape players working together towards one goal, completing the most difficult clue in the game. And of course getting the bragging rights that you've helped solve it. I like clue scrolls, sometimes, when RuneLite helps me out and basically solves them for me, but I want to help out. This year, Crack the Clue was created by none other than Woox, one of the smartest minds in the OSRS community. He gave us 4 clues and wished us good luck. We did, however, know that membership was not required to solve any of the clues. There are no hard requirements to solve the clues, so you can actually do it on a fresh account. The clues are all solved in-game by performing 1 or more actions, and the 4 clues that we got are the only starting points, and multiple steps are needed to solve everything. Which brought us to clue step 1. We started off by doing a Crack the Clue classic, combining all the clues into one and making one overlaid clue. Very quickly the solution became clear looking at the letters. I'll give you a moment to just try and find a couple RuneScape words written within this mess. Not even 20 minutes after the Crack the Clue start, people found the words Mithril Bar, Wool, Vile, and Mysterious Old Man within the letter soup of the combo clue. By taking these 3 items to the Mysterious Old Man in Falador, the next clue was obtained. Between the 2 you'll find a match. Easy you think, but there's a catch. And then a cipher looking thing. But it wasn't a cipher, because we tried that. This one has still not been figured out, and we decided to go on another path. By looking at the 4 given clues, there are a couple things that we instantly notice. Emotes, letters, some crosses, the big X, even some dots, and trees. Almost simultaneously with the previous clue, people found out they could line up the trees on the clue with the rare tree icons on the world map. 3 of the X's pointed towards an in-game item spawn, the White Apron in Port Sarim, the Iron Dagger in the Goblin Hut, and Leather Gloves in Edgeville, while the last X lands on the Museum Clerk. 5 minutes later, the new clue was discovered. But this was just a warm-up. The Museum Clerk gave us the next clue step. You're doing well, but your orientation must change. Turn left to find a statue, furnace, fountain, and range. The first of what X have in common is what you need. Bring Osman 3 of each, and he will let you proceed. Obviously, we need to go to Osman and find a statue, a furnace, a fountain, and a range. We were stuck on this clue for 3 days until the solution was found. We started listing all the F2P locations that had statues, furnaces, fountains, and ranges, and looked back at the original clues to see if there was something we missed. And sure enough, the crosses. Many different theories came up about what these crosses could mean, but then suddenly, bingo. The orientation must change in the clue pointed at trying to rotate the clue scroll on top of the world map. And sure enough, after rotating every clue 45 degrees to the left and putting the X from the clues on top of various statues, furnaces, fountains, and ranges, a pattern was starting to unfold. In some locations, the crosses from the clues landed on top of certain shops. Even better, when everything was laid out correctly, all these crosses had a shared shop. There were 2 of each axe shop, 2 crafting shops, 2 archery shops, 2 armor shops, 2 gem shops, and 2 magic shops. So people just rushed to all these stores and started buying all kinds of random items from the shop and rushing to Osman, and sure enough, eventually, the first of what X have in common is what you need. Bring Osman 3 of each and he will let you proceed. So bringing 3 of the first common items shared by each shop was a solution. But it didn't get any easier than this. By the way, if you've completed Between Cursed Sands, Selim will be there, not Osman. But this works too. Once again, it was quiet for a couple days. What could the emotes mean? We've not used those yet. What we did notice was that Clue 1 has all the emotes from row 2 in the game on the emote tab. Clue 2 has all of the 3rd row. Clue 4 has all of the 5th row. But by this logic, Clue 3 is missing Headbang and Spin. Nothing on the original clues currently pointed at emotes, so we forgot about them. But let's look at the clue we just got from Osman. 345 5445. Those are the magic numbers where one will arrive. At the very end, one may see but not touch. One will have to find another such. And then a bunch of numbers. This one surprised me, because within the next 20 minutes, the Crack the Clue Discord figured out that this was related to runecrafting altars. The numbers mentioned on top of the clues were the amount of letters in the words air, mind, water, earth, fire, body, and chaos. And this last one made sense, considering an F2P player can see the chaos altar but not enter it. We've got a lead. The numbers at the bottom though. What are those? Got it. Credit to Woox, by the way, for finding this beautiful correlation. But the numbers are actually the distance between the runecrafting altars and their correlating rune spawn. Every number in the left column can be seen as the x-axis, where a positive number is east and a negative number is west. The column on the right of that one is the y-axis, where a positive number is north and a negative number is south. Following this trail, the air altar lines up with the air rune spawn east of the Drainer Jail. The mind runes with the mind rune spawn in the Dark Warrior Fortress. The water rune with the Alcarin Mine, the earth rune northeast of the Grand Exchange, fire runes in the Alcarin Mine, and the body rune can be found northeast of the Grand Exchange. The Chaos Altar and Chaos Rune combination brings us back into the Dark Warrior Fortress. This has to be it. But we've got other numbers left, and however quick we found the first solution, the second part is where the struggle began. Introducing the molehull. After hours of searching, a guy named Moles came out with a theory. He drew lines, lots of lines. His idea was that the last set of numbers represented an angle from the altar and rune spawn respectively. For example, from the air altar, a line should be drawn at 154.4 degrees, and from the air rune spawn, a line should be drawn at -7.1 degrees. This in reference to west being 0 degrees, with positive values going counterclockwise and negative values going clockwise. Now, Woox did admit that this had to be the other way around, because he recorded the angles from the item to the altar instead of the other way around, so he made a little mistake. And to normal puzzle solvers, I guess the typical layout is east being 0 degrees as a reference, but I'm just reading off my script at the moment. Whatever I said in the last 20 seconds makes no sense to me. I hope it does to you though. But Mole's theory didn't end there. After drawing these lines, he arrived in many shops and places with items that you could see but never touch. Like the Doric's steel pickaxes on the wall, or the fire rune hanging outside of Aubrey's shop. The Discord went on a rampage, trying to pixel perfect these lines to find items that you could see but not touch, and let me tell you, they found some items. The list got really long at some point, and after some trial and error, it finally happened. The items needed were the small fishing net that's hanging in the Port Sarim bar, the blue wizard hat and steel med helm from Falador, the bucket in the Port Sarim jail, the 3 staves in the Lumbridge axe shop, the fire rune hanging on the Varrock magic shops, and the 2 steel pickaxe in Doric's house finished the list. And where the Chaos Altar lines intersected was a crate on the Port Sarim docks that you had to search with these items in your inventory. The next clue was obtained. And this is where we're at right now. A couple days after the release of Crack the Clue. 4 clues completed. We've got so many unsolved pieces to the puzzle still. The emotes and dots that have not been touched on the original clues. The very first step we completed gave us this cipher looking thing. And even though we completed this on day 1, almost a week further we have nothing. And then this last clue that we just got from the runecrafting altars might be the last of this path. Can you help us? The Discord link is in the description. And I'm also live on Twitch almost every day at 12 PM CEST, so come tune in and help out. And also subscribe and like the video if you want to keep up to date with Crack the Clue. A massive shout out to our 2 channel members right now, being Hazmat and Q Decents. Thank you guys for all the support. And I'll see you soon with the next video. Peace.